Okay. Probably the most common way of getting around in there is via buggy. So in your inventory, uh, you can purchase buggies from the auctions or from the shop. And in your inventory, access your inventory from the menu. I have mine set up to where my transportation is here, and my buggies are here. And one of my favorite buggies to ride is my Bel Air. So I will take it out, and it should pop into World. And this is my buggy. There are a lot of different kinds of buggies, but this one is my personal favorite. So let me jump in. Okay, we're going to take a short drive. Has a turbo boost that you can access, and it does drive like a buggy. Going down the hill. And a buggy, you're allowed to have a passenger, so you can have two people in a buggy. You can take a friend out for a drive with you. This little thing right here is a fun zone. It has activities in it sometimes. Whoa! I'm actually a pretty good buggy driver. May not look like it. What has shown up in the fun zone there are ramps and things. Looks like those are hoverboard ramps, though, not buggy ramps. And speaking of hoverboards, I'll get off my car and show you a board. Now, Dynachick saw me ride on she saw me ride on my Lollipop, but you can ride on a typical board, and I have one typical board in my inventory, which I'll pop out. Okay, so this is what a normal hoverboard looks like. It's kind of like surfing, only we don't have water. So you just surf, you kind of air surf, and I'll get on top of it. Okay, so now I'm on my hoverboard, and it's a little smoother than the buggy because you're surfing. And you can do tricks on it. I'll try to get some air. Whoa! Try to get some air and do a trick if I can. Here's a good little blip. So you can do little twists and stuff. And I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can. Oh, I didn't get enough air. Whoa! Okay, so that's basically a board. But you can do all kinds of tricks. Let me see if I can get some air and do one. Waha! Oh yeah, I'm cooking. Okay, so that's a board. And there's all kinds. Comes in all shapes. Okay, and there are two kinds of bikes. There is the regular speed bike, and then there is, which also come in different shapes and sizes, and then there is the Baccio, which is like a little scooter. So I'll get out a speed bike. Speeder bike, unlike the Baccio, is a one player, one person bike, and this one is mine. It's called the psychedelic bike, which typical for me. And I'll get on in it and ride it. So this is a one-person bike, and it's very fast. And it has a turbo as well. I can zoom. So you go over, a lot of distance pretty quickly. Okay, so that's the speeder bike. And then you also have the Baccio, which is a scooter. Goes slower, and it's a two-person bike. I can find my transportation. There we go. Let's see, Baccio. Okay, so this is the little scooter bike. And I'll get on it. And somebody could ride with me. One person. See, much slower. Still very smooth though. Okay. And then you have two different kinds of hover packs. I don't own a jet pack, but there is a jet pack. And I own the Flutterbug because I think it's cute. And this is what it looks like. Okay, when you take out a hoverbug, it definitely looks like a little bug floating in the air. See? Little tiny bug there? Floating in the air. And you hop on it. And when you hop on it, the wings start to flutter on a flutterbug. See? And then you can fly. You can go high and low and all that. It's very, you can manipulate it easily. Okay, let me hop off. Okay, and then you've seen me ride the boat a lot. Views. And basically, that's just a few of the things in there that they're, modes of transportation. And again, I'm still working on a film with Angela, and I'll be doing that later. And Dynachick, you really ought to come in here and have a good time. You can actually talk without voice. You can use bubbles by typing in the window, like, oops. And there are emotes as well. I can wave, for instance. Bow. Do darn. Is it darn? No. Yeah. That makes me make a face. And dance. I like to do the twist. Oh yeah. We're moving. Anyway. And that's your first introduction to there. Bye!